The Horologist's Garden. Alara inherited the garden the day the ticking stopped. Her grandmother's heart, a faithful pendulum, had found its rest. She left no will, only a single ornate key and a note. "Don't just watch the time, Alara. See what grows from it." The gate creaked open to a place where sunlight tangled with the glint of brass and bronze. It was a garden not of flowers, but of clocks. They grew from the soil like impossible flora. Grandfather clocks stood like ancient trees, their faces soft with moss. Pocket watches nested in the grass like silver stones. Alara reached for what looked like a dandelion, its head a sphere of delicate, interlocking gears. As her fingers brushed it, the gears whirred and bloomed open. A whisper of light, the scent of summer rain, and a sound, a girl's laughter, bright and clear as a bell. The image bloomed in her mind for a heartbeat. Her grandmother, no older than 10, catching fireflies in a jar under a velvet sky. The memory faded, leaving behind the ghost of a smile and the quiet ticking of the garden. She moved deeper, drawn to a rose bush whose petals were crafted from copper sundials. A single, perfect bloom was half closed. Hesitantly, she touched its sharp, gnomon thorn. This time, the memory was not of sunlight, but of shadow. The scent of coal smoke and the sting of a cold wind. Her grandmother, a young woman now, stood on a train platform, her hand pressed against the glass of a departing carriage. A single tear traced a path on her cheek, a silent second hand marking a moment of goodbye. Alara felt the phantom ache of it in her own chest. She stumbled back, the ticking of the garden suddenly oppressive. Was this her inheritance? A museum of heartbeats she could never truly own? Each tick was a moment lived, and each talk, a moment gone forever. The garden was beautiful, but it was a beauty forged from loss. In the shadow of a towering cypress hand clock, she saw them, a patch of tiny blue-faced flowers, forget-me-nots, with watch faces for centers, their hands still. She touched one, not expecting the jolt of familiarity. It was her own memory. Her grandmother's voice, warm and patient, naming the constellations. Her own small hand held in a wrinkled, gentle one. "Every star is a story, little one." Just like every tick of a clock, the memory was not just her grandmother's or her own. It was theirs. It was a bridge built of time. She understood then. The garden wasn't a prison of yesterday. It was the soil from which tomorrow grew. The memories weren't ghosts, they were roots. She found an old watering can, its spout a delicate hourglass. She filled it with water that shimmered like liquid light and began to tend to the clocks. As she worked, a new bud caught her eye. It was small and tightly closed, on a stem that had just broken the soil. Its face was not brass or silver, but polished, reflective steel. In it, she saw her own reflection, framed by the garden of blooming time. It was a clock, waiting for a memory to grow. Her own,